The Cyclops is one of the many stories that was written in the book The Odyssey. The main character, Odysseus, and his men entered the cave of a Cyclops. They ate and drank much of the Cyclops' food and drink, and then fell asleep. The Cyclops eventually returned to the cave with a vast horde of sheep. It then closed the mouth of a cave, using the giant boulder. When it found out what Odysseus and his men had done, the Cyclops immediately grabbed 2 of his men, ate them, and promptly fell asleep. The next morning, the Cyclops proceeded to eat 2 more of his men and then left, taking the sheep with it and closing the bowl door behind him. During the day, Odysseus devised a plan to escape. He and his men crafted a gigantic wooden stake using firewood. Later on, the Cyclops came back and closed the boulder behind him. After the Cyclops had eaten its meal of 2 men, Odysseus decided to speak up. He offered the Cyclops some of his immensely strong wine that he had brought with him, and the Cyclops happily accepted the gift. The now very drunk Cyclops asked Odysseus what his name was. Odysseus told the Cyclops that his name was Nobody. The Cyclops then fell into a deep sleep. While the Cyclops was asleep, Odysseus and his men stabbed it in its eye, blinding it. It screamed out that nobody was blinding him, and so all of the other Cyclops ignored his cries for help. When the Cyclops went back to sleep, Odysseus tied his men to the bottoms of the sheep. When the Cyclops took the sheep out, it felt the back of each sheep to make sure no one was riding. Finding no one, it opened the bowl door. Odysseus and his men were able to escape to their ship, but it wasn't without consequences. Odysseus' arrogance got the best of him, and he called out to the Cyclops, saying that his name wasn't Nobody, and that it was Odysseus. The Cyclops then prayed for them to face hardship on their journey to its father, Poseidon.